Hello everyone, Mitchell Reichert, CEO of June Group, here at the Ad Club People of the Year Award with the one and only Beth Comstock, former Vice Chair of GE. Lovely to speak with you.
Thanks, Mitchell. Thanks for having me. Good to see you.
Thank you. So tell us what you've been up to.
Nothing. I've just been like kicking back, chilling, watching movies. No, I've had a crazy year. I pledged that this was going to be a gap year, and instead it's been a book year. So what I was doing at the end of GE is I was finishing up a book. So that's what I've done this year, is get my book ready. It comes out September 18th. It's called Imagine It Forward. And so I've learned this past year, I've immersed myself into the world of publishing.
That a lot of people are uncomfortable and fearful around uncertainty, and there's so much uncertainty in our world right now. So give us a little bit of advice from the book.
Yeah, well, I think no one really likes change. I call myself a change maker, which to me just means someone who kind of goes head first into what's next, what's new. But I don't like change. I certainly don't like change that I'm not in control of. And these days, I think most of us feel there's some kind of element that we didn't see coming.
Right.
The middle of our organizations is where change takes root. We often ignore the middle managers, the people in the middle. They actually have the most ability to make the change lasting. I think there's a whole new model of management emerging, and I'm excited for our leaders of the future, in the sense that they really, I think there's an opportunity to be more visionary, kind of paint the way, let their teams figure it out, get a lot more feedback loops. So I'm excited for people who want to embrace it, there are kind of new models of management that I think will really be exciting for the future. I think when you're a manager in a company, you believe you're supposed to know everything, see everything, tell everybody what to do. It's actually just the opposite. You have to paint a picture for the future. You've done that because you're out exploring, you see, and then you're saying, let's go. I don't have the steps to get here. We're going to new territory. I want to free you up to go do it. Tell me when you need help, but I'm not going to tell you what to do. And that's kind of the opposite of what we've all been trained.
And how do you make your team members get comfortable with failing too? Because if you're a manager, you can set an example that it's okay to screw up.
Yeah. Well, one, you have to not only say it, you have to show it. I like asking different questions. So for example, instead of saying, what's the answer, what's your hypothesis? What kind of data are you getting to tell us whether we're heading in the right direction, not to tell us what to do.
Right.
What did you learn? What kind of feedback are you getting that contradicts our views? What did you learn is a really powerful one. It's not like, why did you mess up? What did you learn? And how is it going to prevent us from doing that in the future? So I think one, just get your team out there in the position where they can have those opportunities, and then change the dialogue. The last thing I'd say is just to admit that it's a time of fear. There's so much change, and as a leader to say, I don't have the answers. It's a very vulnerable moment to say to your team, I don't know, let's figure it out.
But that signals confidence.
It does.
Too. When you can say, look, I'm a little shaken by this too, that just being able to say that, I think, projects a certain confidence.
But we think it's the opposite. There's a vulnerability in that. We think as a team leader, I have to have all the answers. My team will see me as weak. I think data would show the team would actually see you as much more believable, trustworthy. Now, you have to know something, or else why are you in your job?
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Good to talk to you. Thank you.
Pleasure. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Thanks.